Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Neil and welcome back to some more BeamNG.drive. And in today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the grid map. And not this grid map, this is the regular grid map, and as you can see, it's pretty damn large. It's actually a giant map, but it kind of just showcases all the different stuff you might be running into in the BeamNG world. But yeah, we're not going to be looking at this grid map. We're going to be looking at a grid map that is, how do I say this, a little bit smaller. Alrighty guys, so welcome to Honey, I Shrunk the Grid Map, and if you can't tell already, this place is really tiny. Look at the size of this D series compared to this map. This was made by Spencer Johnson, who, if you don't know, he's made actually a couple maps like this, and even a couple maps where everything is huge and you are really tiny. And he finally tackled the famous grid map here, and look at this. This is crazy. And actually, if you want to know how to make maps in BeamNG.drive, his channel is actually very informative. He has a tutorial series on how to every little aspect on how to make a map in BeamNG.drive. So I'll leave the link to his channel down below. And you know, while you're down there, you might as well hit that like button if you like what I do. We're getting pretty damn close to 90,000 subscribers, which is then only 10,000 away from 100,000. So yeah, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that now. Please. I'm not begging. Anyway, here we go with the Honey, I Shrunk the Grid Map. And as you can see, everything is so tiny. It's so adorable. The only real difference that he had to make was he had to take out most of the trees because they were having clipping issues. But everything else is to scale, and you can see we can get to the other side of the map in like 10 seconds flat. And it almost feels like we're going it almost feels like we're going in like super speed, because it doesn't feel like we should be able to get to that side of the grid map this fast, because the grid map is usually the map that gets the most playtime out of everybody that plays this game. And whoa! Why did those pop my tires? Oh, well, you know what? That's a bummer. But anyway, as I was saying, this is probably, the regular grid map is probably the most popular map just because it has a little bit of everything. That's what it's made for. And to just be able to see it all at once and just kind of be able to drive from here to there. And when you're really far away, it almost looks like that stuff would be normal size. But as you start to drive and get a little bit closer to everything, it just gets really tiny and you feel really huge. Like this D series feels like it's goddamn ginormous. We're not even gonna barely even fit on this little path right here, because normally there'd be enough for maybe 2, maybe even 3 wide, but we can barely fit 1 in here. So it feels way more personal, and we might actually be able to do this. Oh wait, no, we can't, because we can't even make it under the goddamn loop. So I had an idea. On this map, we can actually make a car that is sort of the right size. That's because we have the famous RC car mod right here, and I made a video on this quite a while ago, and I think it's the most popular video on my channel. I don't know why, it was a really bad video, but yeah, this is my chance of redemption. We're gonna show off some of these RC cars. Alright, so we have our race buggy right here, and it's crazy because now this almost looks like it might be the right size. I think the proportions are still a little bit off, because even this RC car still feels a little bit big for this map, but it feels a lot closer to real scale. Whoa, and this thing is still just as hard to drive on. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay, let's not fall off of this thing. It should be, these RC cars usually have amazing grip, so it should be fairly easy. Oh god, okay, let's try that again. Go back, that didn't happen. Let's get to a straight area. There we go. This is almost vertical though, so we have to really hug the wall. Not like that. Come on, we can do this. Yes, no! Come on, we're gonna get this! Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, sweet. Oh! Look how these things bounce. I love them so much. Alright, let's go back and go for this next. It's almost a loop, really. Whoa, shit! Keep going. We need a flat area here. Oh no! Come on. Why is that so difficult? Okay, maybe if we start here, we might have a fighting chance. Nope. I feel like this was actually easier when you had... Whoa, okay, that's an actual loop. I feel like this was actually easier with the full-size cars because, I don't know, I guess you had a little bit more momentum. It's just like a completely different mechanics here when you're driving a really tiny car on a really tiny track. There we go, that's the shit. Whoa, god damn it. You know what, that's close enough. I'm gonna say we finished this track. I mean, it's just a giant snake, really, but I would say that was good. So basically, this is like a perfect miniature BeamNG set. You could almost say it's Legos, but that's a different game. Whoa! Oh, yes, we made it up here so easy. I wonder if it still has that camera right here. Because usually on this... Oh, God, what am I stuck on? Oh, no. I think some of these bits, when they got shrunk down, they kind of got a little bit sticky textures. I don't know what that's about, but... Here, let's see if this camera's still here. Nope, it's gone. I mean, I guess it makes sense, because everything's so tiny. And why the hell are we bouncing so much? Oh, yeah, that's right, because it's an RC car. I almost wouldn't be able to tell just because, like, the size... Like, compared to this tree, this would be, like, the biggest RC car there ever was. But like I said, I think that this one is still a little bit off, because this RC car still feels a little bit small, but it's definitely a lot better! Whoa, shit! All right, let's try to do this loop right here, this classic loop. Can we get onto the road, please? Thank you. All right, here we go. I've done this loop a million times, just never in this small of a car. What the hell are you doing? Oh, no. There it is, yeah! Yes, we landed it! Okay, we landed the loop. At least in my mind we did. Okay, I'm gonna go back to a normal-sized car, just so we can get back to that sense of like, oh, looking how tiny this grid map is. We could go large and get the monster truck, but I think I'm actually gonna wait off on that just for a second, because I just want to kind of soak in how goddamn tiny this little grid map is. Look at this! It should make all this stuff over here is super easy. This little bog down here. Oh yeah, that's like a ditch, not even a ditch for this thing. And that was actually pretty rough if it was full size. But we drove straight through that like it was nothing. What about these? Yeah, we can just jump. We can just like ride straight over those ramps there. It's not even an issue. What about these? Can we still crash into these? Oh, well, I mean a little bit, but really. You're still they're kind of just scraping the bottom of your car here. Oh, that one caught us. Okay, yeah, that did some damage. All right, let's hit the tiny ramp at the end. Here we go. Will we even fit on this ramp? Oh, barely. Just barely. We're not going as high into the sky, that's for sure. We got probably maybe 20 feet up in the air, which is nothing for that. That's like one of the biggest ramps that you can have in this game. And we still only got like 20 feet up into there. That's crazy. Look at, and like it just takes like 2 seconds to get to the end. Even in the fastest car, it takes at least 10 or 20 seconds to get from that loop over there down to this ramp. It's so tiny, and it's weird because if we zoom out, that's when you really get a sense for how tiny this is. Because there's our car, you can still see it. Because if you remember at the beginning of the episode, we zoomed out and you can not even see the car when we are this height, which is... Yeah, absolutely crazy. I think the biggest thing on this map is the track going around it. That looks like it might still be full size, actually. Here, let's go ahead and spawn our car up on here. I think the one in the regular grid map was a little bit bigger, but this is still like normal. Like this is a good size for cars, so I guess this is the one normal piece of this map now. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's give ourselves a nice little crash here. Ooh, that's gonna be nice. Oh, crunch! Give me that crunch! Ooh, there we go. Oh, I just love the way the hopper crashes. It's just amazing. I wish somebody would make a like a miniature version of the hopper. Well, I guess we actually do have one. I lied. I don't know what it. I'm gonna look and see because I remember there being like a vaguely Jeep-shaped car. The rally one, was that it? I mean, that looks kind of like a Jeep, more like an SUV. It says it's the rally car, though. But yeah, this is the Jeep type thing. And whoa, shit, we're still just going through this mud like it's nothing. And I remember, oh, look at that. Wow, this is like the best mudding car I've ever had. And this is just the rally one. Oh, wait, now we're stuck. Okay, but yeah, that is kind of like a Jeep type thing. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's beautiful through this little... It's basically just like a soggy piece of ground now, more than a like a muddy bog. It's like nothing now. And even the RC cars are having no trouble at all getting through these things. All right, let's see how fast we can get this RC going. Come on. I think this is one of the fastest ones, but it still tops out at 45 miles an hour. That's pretty dumb. Oh, look at that. Ugh. This kind of thing just makes me wish that I could have like a mini car jump arena, because that would be... I would do the hell out of that. Like, I don't know if they could just make it big enough so that cars could barely fit on the ramp. And just to see I don't know. That would just be really awesome to me. So if somebody's good at map making, they should definitely take a crack at that. That would be awesome. We even have a mini cave system here, so let's go ahead and drive this this little RC car in here. Oh, look how tiny it is. This actually feels way, way more tiny than the rest of the map. I don't know. Is this part like extra tiny? I can't really tell. It just feels like it. Oh my god, we can barely fit through here even with the RC car. Holy shit, that is tight. Okay, we can make it through. Come on. Oh no, I don't think we can. Okay, back it up. We're gonna have to be very precise here. Oh wow, that is so... Oh, I'm gonna get claustrophobic. Okay, let's actually back it up a tad. And I'm gonna see if I can get a small... I think there might be a smaller RC car in here somewhere. Alright, is this gonna go? Oh yes, there we go. Whoa, shit! Okay, take it slow. Take it very, very slow. I'm watching you, just go very slow. Oh yes, this is barely small enough to make it through. And we flipped over anyway. God damn it. Okay, don't flip. There we go, there we go. Oh, careful. Careful, you gotta turn this around. Oh, this is like, it's basically like just a little storm drain, not even. Just like a little hole in the ground that maybe like a gopher would make or something. That's about the size of this cave. God damn it, come on. Oh, I was thinking if you had like a GoPro strapped to this RC car, you could basically go spelunking with it. That's just awesome. Oh, and we lost the car. We'd never get it back. Oh, come on, get through there. There we go, yes. Okay, we made it to the really tiny bridge. Look at that. That fall doesn't seem nearly as menacing anymore. That's like 5 feet. Alright, can we make it through the rest of this? Come on, there you go. Oh, come on. You bitch, come on. No, yes, there you go. Oh, we made it. Oh, Jesus, that was way scarier than the real thing. I don't know, just because it was so tiny, it was just way more claustrophobic. That was actually, got my heart pumping a little bit. Alright guys, now we have the monster truck on the tiny grid map, and look how tiny all this shit is now. Oh, we could probably just run over this stuff and it won't do anything. Yep, that is for sure. Whoa, we have not as much space to slow down now, that is for sure. Let's see how we can go over this muddy area here. I guess he didn't add in the new rock crawling part to this map, but that's okay. Oh yeah, there we go. It's just nothing, just a little hop. Uh-oh, shit. Still crashed anyway, of course. Alright, so let's see if we can kind of hop the barrier over here without wrecking ourselves. And boop! Oh, no! I feel like we should be able to do that, though. Let's go try that again one more time here. Come on. Come on. Let's actually try to aim for this ramp. I know we're too wide, that's for sure. But, ugh! No! Shit. Well, that's a good way to strip all your tires off, that's for sure. How about some rock crawling? Or pebble crawling, I guess, with one little bush sticking out. I think those are the only 2 trees on the map. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. I know this was probably kind of a short video, but I just thought this was a really awesome idea. And I just want to encourage all you guys that have this game to go and try this and give the mod creator some support, because he put a lot of work into this. Oh god, there went all my tires. Anyway, guys, that'll about do it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. See ya!